I spoke to President Donald Trump on the phone about teleporting. Yes, teleporting. If you're wondering why, here's why.
We had a teleport incident, two of them. The car lifted up and took me where I was going. And I ended up at a Waffle House like 50 miles away from where I was.
That man who last year said he teleported to a Georgia Waffle House is Greg Phillips, and he's actually one of the most powerful officials at FEMA overseeing disaster response across the entire country. When I told President Trump what Phillips said, he asked me some obvious questions like, what does teleport mean? And was he kidding? Phillips was not. In fact, he recently doubled down on the claim he teleported in a post on Truth Social. Phillips said that many of the episodes occurred while he was heavily medicated during cancer treatments, writing, "During that journey, things happened that I can't explain." And when I told President Trump that he wasn't kidding, he said, "It just sounds a little strange, but I know nothing about teleporting or him, but I'll find out about it right now." After our call, we followed up with FEMA and the Department of Homeland Security, but we didn't hear back. We also reached out to Phillips, who didn't respond to a request for comment. Phillips, in fact, has a history of making supernatural claims. Like, last year he claimed a spirit lifted his car off the road to save him from an oncoming truck.
The girl that had died came into the car with me. She lifted me and the car up and out of the way from a truck that had slid across the road.
And that's just one of a number of claims that we found, like claiming that Satan spoke to him on a hike in Spain.
Satan lied to me. He convinced me to pour out my water bottle. He almost got his demonic wish and watched me die.
Inside FEMA, the reaction has been swift. After CNN first reported on his teleportation claims, the White House contacted DHS and urged officials to either remove Phillips or keep him out of public view, according to a White House official. And within days, Phillips was pulled from a Capitol Hill hearing and has since been sidelined from parts of FEMA's day-to-day operations, multiple sources told CNN. For some senior career officials, this situation is actually more complicated. Some told us, despite the teleportation claims, which they do find bizarre, they think he's done a good job on disaster response. And now, FEMA officials are grappling with what comes next.